Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing the July Boxycharm try-on of both the premium and the base box for the month of July. I've already unboxed them on my channel, but I like to combine both of these sets of products together and try them on my channel to see how they perform. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I do lots of different subscription box unboxing videos here and also do some try-ons from time to time. So if you're a SubBox lover like me, go ahead and subscribe and let's go ahead and start trying some of this stuff on my face. I always like to preface these videos, I am not a beauty guru. I am not trying to be a beauty guru. I am just a normal girl doing her makeup, trying these products out. So that's what we're doing here today. The first products that I have are blush and highlighter. So I've already gone ahead and put on foundation, bronzer, contour, all that kind of stuff, just to kind of expedite, I don't know, but I will definitely leave down below all the makeup that I try on today, even the stuff that you haven't seen, down below in case you're interested. Side note, if you've been watching these videos, I just put my hair back. I'm filming on my floor today. The lighting in the other videos hadn't been that good, and so now I'm just sitting in front of my window. There's a little bit of mess in my room, but honestly, life is so hectic right now that that's just gonna be what it is. So if that bothers you, sorry, but let's go ahead and get in. So the first thing that I have to try this month is from Kenya Ontiveros Beauty, and this is their Blush and Shine palette, which I got in the premium. This is what I chose. So this is what the palette looks like. I'm gonna probably just go into these two. I'm really intrigued by this blush here, but I would have to go in with such a light hand on my face. So I think I'm just gonna go into Les Zola and then Lights for the highlighter. Now there is a palette that does have highlight in it, but I think I'm gonna use it more as inner corner highlight because I can't wear 5 million highlights even though I want to. Alright, so I'm the type of person who starts with, I do bronzer, blush, then highlight. So we're gonna go into the blush, and I'm gonna be so careful with this so I don't look crazy. Okay, wait, that's actually really pretty. I didn't put a ton on. I'm not a huge blush person in general. Sorry, I'm adjusting my mirror. So I actually don't hate that. That actually gave a nice flush of color. I went in with a light hand. You know, I like that this palette is probably geared towards more darker skin complexions because I feel like a lot of the stuff we get isn't, but I could definitely make that work. I do definitely want to mess with this one at some point, but not today. Today's gonna be more like a pinky purple kind of look that I'm going for with the eye. So we'll do a little bit of pink blush and then we'll go in with this kind of pink highlight in Lights. Side note, for the blush I use the SL Miss Glam SL41 brush, and for highlight I'm going in with the Wayne Goss 14 brush. Not that impressed with the highlight. It is more of a like natural highlight. It is not like so much in, it's not bad, but it's not like boom in your face. I mean, it's pretty, but like I probably won't use that. I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably go in with one that's a lot more shimmery and shiny. I literally just rolled out of bed before doing this, so from there we're going to roll into the palettes. So I have two different palettes this month, so I'm going to kind of mix them both together. The first one that I received was the Morphe X Manny MUA Glam palette that we received in the premium. And then the base, I got the Pure Festival 2.0 palette. So this is what the Manny MUA palette looks like. Really pretty. And then the Pure palette, I have to be kind of careful when I show it because the black shade, it kind of broke at the bottom, but that's what this looks like. I actually think that this probably had a higher retail value than the Morphe one, but that's fine. And then in between the palettes, I want to test this out. So I got this quick color switch lavish brush thing. So I'm going to try to use like the same brush twice and just like, sometimes I do layer shadows on one brush, but anyway, the look today is inspired by the shade Turn It Up in this palette. It's like this neon pinky coral color, and I'm just like, I'm very intrigued by it. So I'm gonna kind of do a mixture of both palettes because they both have some purpley pinkies. I'm kind of going out of my comfort zone. I don't really have to go outside today, so. All right, so I'm starting off with the SL Miss Glam SS57 brush, and I am gonna take the shade Dreamland here, just all over my crease, kind of as like the base for everything. And I don't wanna get, there's so many black flecks in this palette because of that the shade breaking, so that's gonna be interesting. Woo, that is pink. All right, so I have that down. I mean, like, it almost matches my shirt, but not really. That is pinker than I was anticipating. I don't know why. Like in the pan, it doesn't look, well, maybe it does. I don't know. What am I doing next? So I think next I'm gonna go into that Turn It Up shade because I want that shade to be the star. I really like that color. Where's my color switch? But I'm just gonna like, normally I would just like, because it's a darker shade, throw it on top of the brush, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just like do that to like get the shadow off and go from there, and we'll see. Does this like hurt your brushes? Because it kind of like, I was gonna say it has exfoliating qualities to it. I have no idea. I have so many brushes that I just pick up a new brush most of the time, but we'll see. So now I'm going in to turn it up. That's gonna be like all over everywhere kind of shadow. I mean, that's one dip into the pan. Now this one does have some fallout, so this is gonna be interesting. I hope that I can do this justice and that I don't make a horrible look. So this is gonna be interesting. So I obviously look a little bit crazy right now, but honestly the pigmentation from these shadows are really good. I'm actually pretty impressed. Like, I don't know what my thoughts of Pure Cosmetics were before this, but for some reason I was just not expecting the eyeshadow to be it. And I don't know if it's because I feel like we've gotten an eyeshadow palette from them before in Boxycharm like a long time ago that I just wasn't into. So maybe that's why, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna put this palette down for a second. And now we're gonna drop into the Morphe one. So I wanna take the shade Gamenta to kind of deepen the crease. So I kind of wanna go in a little bit more pointed here. So I am going in with the Profusion brush. I have no idea where I got this from. It just says Profusion. So that doesn't really tell you anything. But whatever, we're gonna jump in with that and kind of deepen this up with Gamenta. So it's definitely given it more depth. It's hard to see, and I don't know if it's just because the shades are too similar or if it's just the Morphe formula. I don't know, but we're gonna work with it. I'm gonna need to go in even darker, I think. All right, still look a little bit crazy. I've deepened it. I'm gonna use the color switch for this because now I think I'm just gonna go into a dark brown shade to really like smoke this, deepen it. Kind of want a purple though. If I had like a dark purple shade, ideally that's what I would like do in the crease to make it darker, but I don't. So, or not in these palettes. So I'm gonna go into the shade Howl, which is this like really dark brown, and I'm gonna use that to just like smoke this out and make it look a little bit more like acceptable. All right, looks a little bit more, quote, normal now. I'm gonna kind of blend the edges. So I kind of have two ways that I could go here. Oh crap, the black shade just completely, I need to figure that out. There's this Fantasy World really purple shade, or there is this Cancer shade, which is a little bit more neutral, which I think is what I'm gonna do with this because I do actually have to go over to my parents today, and I know they're gonna comment on this makeup either way. So we're gonna go in a little bit more subdued. I'm gonna try picking up with the brush first. If that doesn't work, then we're going in with finger. I'm taking the Shayna B concealer brush, and we're going in with the shade Cancer. All right, so brought that over the lid. It actually kind of matches pretty well. So what I want to do is I want to bring some lightness up in so that it's not all one tone. Gonna go in again with this color switch and take that out so that I can go into the lighter shade. This will be a pretty good test on if this works or not because I'm gonna be going very light and I just went from a darker shade. It definitely feels like it's taking it out. But if you look there, like this is the cleaner side, it's not taking the whole thing out. So it's not gonna like work magic, and I don't wanna like overwork the brush in it. Like not even showing you guys. So I think I was gonna go in one of the highlight shades on the Morphe palette, but then I saw this Euphoric shade here, and that just called my name. So we're gonna try that. I feel like it probably is applied best with a finger, but we'll try brush first. I think I need to go in with finger and pack it in, and if that doesn't work, then I'm not using this shade. Like when you swatch it, it's really pretty, so. So the only problem, I think this is probably a pressed glitter, is that it's a little patchy. I don't know if you can see that. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back with this brush, and I'm just gonna take the shade Nova, which is the highlighter, and just kind of pack it at least in the middle so that we get a little bit more, I don't know, fullness. All right, so that seemed to help a little bit. I think I'm gonna be done with the shadow for now. You know, I say this in every video, I'm not perfect at blending, so this won't be perfectly blended if that bothers you. I don't have time. I'm a normal girl. I just don't have time to sit here and blend my makeup for hours. I have a million things to get done. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. So let's talk about the palettes. I love the Pure Palettes formula. I think it's super pigmented. I really like the shades. I just need to clean up that broken black shade. The Manny MUA one was fine. I would say it's just like average. Like I'd say this is just a normal palette. It's not unworkable, but like the Pure shadows to me were better in my opinion. But this is a really pretty palette. I will probably use this palette more on a regular basis only because there's a lot of neutral shades. You can make a totally neutral look with that. So for an everyday palette, that's probably better. But the Pure one is one that'll definitely push you out of your comfort zone to do something like this. The color switch is fine. I don't know where did I put it? Oh, it works. That's an extra step, right? And I am all about doing minimal steps for like a look that's acceptable. I'm not lazy, but I'm lazy. You know what I mean? Like I want to make it easy and effective. Efficiency is key, effectiveness is key for me. So to minimize the amount of steps but still have a good result, that's kind of what I go for in life in general. So I don't know, I'll probably use it when I do a more bold look like this, but it's not going to be something that I reach for every day and use. So the next product is a brow product. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the eyes, put on some liner and some mascara, and then we'll jump into brows. All right, liner and mascara are done. I'll link all this down below, but I use the Ilamasqua liquid liner. On the top lashes, I use the Benefit Their Real Mascara, and then bottom lashes, the Wander Mile High Club. I know I say I reduce steps, but a lot of times I do use 2 different mascaras because I have really long lashes, and if I use a clumpy mascara on my, or certain mascaras, this isn't clumpy, but if I use certain mascaras on my bottom lashes because they're so long, it just looks really bad. So I love the Wander one for my lower lashes. So brows. I received the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pen in my base box. Sorry, not with it right now. So let's go ahead. It has a spoolie on one side, which I probably won't use because I'm going to use a brow gel on top. So it just has this really, really fine tip there, if you can see. I think mine is in the shade, it's in the shade Soft Brunette, which is probably correct for me. So I don't normally use stuff like this for my brows, so this is going to be interesting for sure. I'm going to like tilt my camera just a little bit because I'm going to definitely be concentrating in my mirror right here. So that was a lot quicker and easier than I thought. Honestly, I've been using the Iconic London brow cushion that we got in Boxycharm or BoxyLuxe ages ago, and that's just the easiest thing for me, but this was actually really easy and I felt like it did a really good job. I think my only thing would be like, I feel like I would use this up in a week. Like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's not a ton of product, but I'd have to see how long this lasts me, but I actually really like the way it looks. So I'm just gonna go in with the Benefit 24-hour setting brow gel, and then we'll move to lips. You definitely don't have to use a brow gel. I just have longer brow hairs, so if I don't do that, then the hairs do weird things throughout the day. So the next product that I have is from Perricone MD, and this is their no makeup lipstick. I received this in my premium box. So this one has an expiration of December of this year, so it's old product, and that's kind of probably why it ended up in the box, but this is what it looks like. It's this look could definitely go with a bold dark lip. This is not going to give us that, but it's fine. It's the only lip product I have, so we're going to go ahead and go in with this. It does have a light, like sweet chocolatey smell to it. I mean, honestly, that's not horrible with the look. It almost is really monotone actually, but it's actually really pretty. It's really creamy. It feels really comfortable. I feel like I'll probably use this more when I'm not wearing as bold of a an eye look, but there's enough pigment in there that it does work if you do want to wear it with, you know, makeup, even though it's like a no makeup lipstick. So I'm actually not mad about that at all. Last but not least is the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Setting Spray or Dewy Mist. I don't know. I got this in the premium, but you could have also gotten this in the regular Boxycharm. I used it a couple times, and it's hard for me to know if it really did anything or if it made anything worse because it's just so darn humid where I live, so my makeup just doesn't look great by the end of the day either way. But we will go ahead and use some of this. The one thing that I will say about this is that it smells really, really good if you like coconut, but I think that it's yummy. All right, so there's my pajama pants. Here is the final look up close. This is natural lighting, so that's what it looks like. I don't know, I'm happy with the way it turned out. I didn't really know what it was gonna do, but I actually really like the way that the look turned out. It's a little bit bold, but it's fun. So I do have to say I'm probably most impressed about the Pure palette, the Perricone lipstick, and the Hourglass brow. Like those are my standout products from this. The blush was fine. I do really like the blush, but there are some shades in here that I won't really maybe be able to work with. So while this is a full palette, I might not be able to get full use out of it. I do want to try them as eyeshadows too and see how that works for me. I think I need to play more with this palette because honestly, like, I don't think it's bad, but when you compare it to the Pure, it's probably not as good. So I'll have to do like a neutral look with this like one day just to see how it performs by just using this palette to get a better kind of idea for it. Color switch was fine, nothing to like write home about. Same with this, like it's fine. Like it's not amazing, it's not saving all the world's problems. I tried it again, like I said, a couple times before this, and it didn't like help anything, but it didn't hurt, I don't think. I think that was everything. I think I reviewed everything. So those are my thoughts on on the makeup products that I received in Boxycharm for July. So definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I know some people got different products as well, so let me know how those perform for you. Do you agree with my thoughts? Do you not? So let me know all your thoughts down below, and I will see you in my next video.